hive that was doing very well. I checked it just a couple days ago and I saw some early cups on the bottom of some of the frames that looked like they were in the early stages of planning to swarm. None of the cups were charged, or none of them had any eggs in them yet, but I think they're on the verge. So I'm just going to double check them here. And also I wanted to kind of show you how things are at. So this is a honey super, and look at the population up here. I'm probably going to have to add another super here. This is even more than before. Now, we also did just get a rain, so most of the bees are in the hive. We'll just see what they're doing here. This is actually really good. And I can tell already there is some significant weight here. And look at that. There's the season's first honey. They're starting to draw that fresh white wax out. And if you can get real nice and close on there, you can see the nectar going in there. So this is very good. So what I'm going to do, we'll see how the bees are. This is not the best time to necessarily work bees. It was just after a snow or a rain, but we're going to see once. So I'll set those there. We'll work kind of quick. You'll see once I remove this queen excluder that I have some Viroxan extended release oxalic acid strips. That is to control the varroa mite. So I have 3 of them up here. And what I'm going to do, so you see here, that bee right there is really trying to sting. You see it's kind of dug in there. Now it's not getting through it all, but that's right where, if I didn't have these gloves, right where the wrist would be that I would get it.
Now, is this one of your more aggressive hives?
No, not this one. It is a little bit, but I'm going to work kind of quick. Most of them, I wouldn't say any of them were aggressive. I would say they're just a little bit more defensive. As I work them a while, they really start to kind of let you know when it's time to be done. So I'm not going to rush, but you'll see if I move my hand fast, you'll see a bunch of bees come up and start to tell me that they don't really like that at all. All right, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to check the bottoms here. So I'm checking just to see if there's any queen cells down there. This is just a frame of pollen. And then over here, now I just got a little scent of what smells almost like bananas. And that's an alarm pheromone. So they're doing really good right now. So I'm just going to keep working here. Here's one of my Viroxan strips in there. I see each one of those cells in there that doesn't have capped brood has a nice new egg in there. Let's see if we can find that queen. We're not necessarily looking for her. I see signs that she's in here. It's always fun to see. Okay. This looks good. We'll get the strip back down. Same thing, this looks really good. The center there is because those are the oldest bees that hatched out. Now, they built this down on the bottom, and I'm just going to open it up. Okay, there's no egg in there, but they built that within the last 3 days. Let's see what we're doing on the other side. And here's what I'm talking about. So this hive is really fixing to swarm. So if I kind of move them away, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this one, that one's not charged. These are probably a day or 2 old, so we're good there. But I'm going to do now every frame. I'm going to look through, and I'm going to try and just take care of all those. Now this is where the bees are really going to start to get upset, because I'm going to go through and grab every single frame and rubbing that on them. They probably did not like that at all. Okay, so I'm going to look again, keeping an eye out for the queen, looking for queen cups. The hive is saying, we have plenty of resources, we're doing really good, let's reproduce, and the way that the bees reproduce is by swarming. So now, this is where you really have to pay attention. I like to just blow on them just a little bit, because what did that do? It exposed right down here. This one here. None of these have eggs in them. If it is truly a queen cell, they will put only royal jelly in there. She'll get a full diet of just royal jelly. All right. You want to make sure you're checking every little spot, because if you forget one, chances are that hive is going to be in the trees. Okay, so we had one frame so far that showed kind of what you'd see with that typical swarm frame or swarm cells. I don't see anything on here. Nothing on the bottom of this one. And these bees' temperament is really good right now. They're flying around, but nothing was really too upset with me. Okay, I can see already that there is probably one right down here. I'm just looking where that queen has made her way all over. Very healthy colony. I saw that one on the other side. If you guys saw that too, I will take care of that one. You can see the difference here where they have the nectar and honey on the outside. Then you have this nice ring of pollen. And then you have all the brood. Over here you can see it's a little darker because that was a brood area before. And over here it's really light. They're making fresh wax to cap those over. So now I'm going to go back in here. And if you're just looking at this, it's kind of hard to see. So you can see what comes to light right here. This little bit bigger one. It's bigger than a drone site or cell. So that one is good. It's going to be pretty difficult to keep these guys from swarming, but I think we're doing an okay job of addressing a lot of the cells so far. Another beautiful frame of brood as we get further out. Nothing on the bottom. And even though I know these ones are probably honey frames, I am just going to double check just to make sure. And that's mostly nectar and pollen, bee bread. Nectar, pollen, and bee bread. Okay, so now we're going to close this one up. So I'm going to start to slide these back over. And you see now they're starting to kind of moving faster, so they're kind of ramping up a little bit. One of these times I'm going to find one of my queens on the frames that I set down, thinking that she won't be. Okay. So that looks really good. Now you can see they're starting to kind of bump a little bit. So with that, I'm going to be taking a bit of a risk. I'm not going to go into the bottom box. My experience, a lot of the swarm cells you're going to see are going to minimally be in the upper box. We didn't see a crazy amount of them. So we're going to close this one up, and then I'm going to show you my hive that is a little spicy.